Good morning everyone, and welcome to yet another race video. And yes, it is another 70.3 distance or half Ironman event. This time it is Ironman 70.3 Staffordshire, which was the very first one that Georgie and I did together. So should be fun. Just thought I'd quickly go through some of the goals for the day, what I'm actually doing differently in terms of nutrition and the bike, and how I actually performed last time we did this in 2019. So the actual main goal for this event is to try and PB in the swim. Now if you've been following in my previous videos, you'll know that I'm actually a pretty terrible swimmer. At Nottingham I swam a 49 minute 1.9k, if it was 1.9k, which is the worst swim I've ever had, and that was a few weeks ago. So over the last few months I've been doing tons of drill work down the pool. I've actually had a couple of indoor swimming lessons in one of those sort of infinity pools where you get videoed. I've been really trying to focus on improving there because it's almost embarrassing, my performance at the swim relative to my bike and run. And of course, leading into this, at Grafham 70.3, my goal was to break 90 in the run, which we did. At Nottingham it was to break 2 hours 30 on the bike, because that's a fast bike course, so I've managed that there with a 2:28. And then this one I've been targeting the swim, so I'm hoping to swim PB. When we did this previously, I think I swam about 46 minutes. I'm hoping to get somewhere around the 42. My overall goal for this year is really to get something sub 41. So we've still got Weymouth and a Olympic distance, so I'll aim for the pace there to try and hit that. So that's the primary goal of the day. Actually, there is a secondary goal, and that's to actually try and nail the nutrition. It does seem in every event I do at the moment I have some stomach issues, but I don't really know what it is, because I'm not needing to go to the toilet or throw up or anything like that. I just feel my stomach just feels dodgy during the entire event, basically as soon as I get out of the water. So if anyone knows why that might be, mention it in the comments, because I could really do with fixing it. So those are the two goals: swim PB, or to do well in the swim, and then to try and feel good throughout the day nutrition wise. So now, because of the issues I've been having with nutrition, I've made some changes. So the big change I'm making this time is, instead of having so many gels on the bike, I'm actually switching over to solid foods. So I've bought the CIS what they call bake bars. So I've got 4 of those to go in my new bento box. That's the other change. So I've got a bento box now on top of the bike frame to store the food, because normally I just squirt loads of gels inside the bottles. And that's the biggest change. I've also put a bigger drinks bottle, sports bottle, on the front, sort of bottle mount, because it's going to be hot on the day. So that's the 2 biggest changes that I've made. Nutrition, I'm switching over or trying some solid food for a lot of the bike leg, and then because of that I've had to put a bento box on there to actually store that, which will likely affect my aerodynamics on the bike. But and then yeah, I've got a bigger sports bottle to try and get some more fluid on, because it is meant to be particularly hot on Sunday. That's actually my biggest concern for the actual event this year, is how hot it's going to be. I think it's by the time I'm on the run or finishing the run, it's going to be 24-25 degrees, and I don't do well in the heat. So hopefully my goal is to get in the water, or my aim is to get into the water as soon as possible, have a really good swim, and then try and smash the bike and get a good bike time so that I'm on the run as soon as possible, and then finished as early as possible, really. Now, like I said, this was actually mine and Georgie's first half Ironman. We actually trained pretty mad for like 6 or 7 months, because we'd never done anything like this before. So my overall time in 2019 was 6 hours and 5 minutes. So across the 3 disciplines, that was a 46-minute swim, a 3-hour 19 bike, and then a 1:46 run. My T1 transition was 8 minutes, and my T2 was 4 minutes. But in some more detail, that was actually a pretty good swim for me at the time. I was a lot worse than that, so I did quite well there. The bike, I got 2 punctures, one of which I actually know for a fact cost me around 20 minutes, because I paused my Garmin. So my actual Garmin entry for that day was like 2 hours 55. So a 3:19 shows that across the 2 punctures I actually lost 25 minutes of time. And then the run, a 1:46. I think at that point I don't think I'd even broken 90 minutes in a solo half marathon. So I've massively improved my run since 2019. I think in a solo time trial I did a low 124. So hopefully some gains to be made there. Yeah, and across, in terms of an overall time goal, if I could beat my previous time of 6:05 by an hour, I think that would be an absolute dream day for me. That would be the perfect day, because the bike course isn't particularly fast. It's quite hilly. I think it's 800 metres of elevation. What's that, 2,500 feet? And then the run has an absolutely horrific climb up to the castle in Stafford, and you do it twice, and it is steep. It is ridiculously steep. It's one of those, it's so steep there's no point in running it. You're going no faster than you would if you walk it. So, and like I say, you do that twice, so the run's not particularly fast either. So yeah, if across the 3 disciplines I can knock an hour off that, I'd be ecstatic, but I don't think I will. Might get close to it though. And in terms of this week's training, my last session was last night, so Thursday at the lake. I was just doing 3x500 at race pace. I was actually faster than my target race pace for my swim series video. So I swam 2:06 per 100. So if I can manage that on the day, that would be incredible. It'd be quite unbelievable actually. Yeah, in terms of the rest of the training for the week, I lowered a lot of the volume, but sort of kept the intensity in. So Tuesday was a run, tempo interval session, 6x5 minutes I think it was, sort of around 10 to 15 seconds faster than I would hope to go on race day. And then I've done a couple of bike workouts as well, one easy one, then a couple of sort of pre-race prep and high intensity interval sessions. So that's it for the week. Hopefully, I mean, there's no point doing much training at the moment because you're not going to absorb it in time for race day. So and yeah, in terms of the next videos for this, I'm going to try and do one on Saturday, Sunday and Monday. So Saturday I'll cover getting to the split transitions, getting the registration pack, the expo, all that sort of stuff. Sunday I'll try and get some footage of the actual race itself, but I'm going solo, so there'll be no one there with me to film, but I'll try and get some stuff in the morning then directly afterwards. And then on Monday I'll go through hopefully what will be a good result, go into some of the data and stuff like that. So yeah, stick around for those. Anyone else who's doing the event, good luck. Hope you do well. If you're in my age group, I hope you do slightly less well than me, but yeah, good luck to everyone. I hope you enjoy the day. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.